Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back. Back here with a update on the Mini Himalaya. You guys can see we actually have a trailer now, which is super cool. Um, like I said before, this kit is it's a cool kit. It's not super hard, but it's got its complicated parts. Um, I can't remember if I think I did talk about it in my last video. I had this kit a long time. Got bumped around, broke some stuff, lost some stuff, so I've been trying to just rebuild it from the ground up pretty much. It is a little bit stronger, but still very flimsy. Um, Adding in some of this bracing for like racking parts and stuff, and the little tracks for the carts there. Those have been helping to strengthen stuff. You guys can see I do have wheels. They are not glued on yet, but I did find a pretty close set of wheels to what the actual trailer has, so that was kind of neat. Those just came off of a like an oversized, overweight trailer that I had just in my parts, and I saw those wheels. I'm like, man, those are perfect. So that worked out. Um, the hitch is I custom made it from like 4 different metal pieces. I kind of have just a supply of this like soft white metal casting stuff from various kits that I just got over the years, and we're never going to build. Just wanted the parts, basically just random stuff. And kind of dug around in there and found some parts that worked out pretty good for building that. Yes, I could have made it out of plastic, but I wanted some kind of weight over the fifth wheel hitch on the dolly. Right now, with how light all of this stuff is, it's very heavy in the front. Um, if I hold it in the middle and kind of release my grip a little bit, you guys can see it wants to point down. So the hitch has a lot of weight on it. It looks a little rough right now. It'll look better after it gets painted. Probably do some more filing on some of that stuff, just kind of smooth it up a little bit. But I found a pin, or made a pin, that'll focus, made a pin out of the same metal, and it's perfect size to fit into the Herpa fifth wheel hitches. So that's what I got going on there. Did have some issues with the front. See if I can get this to focus. With the front portion of the frame breaking, so you guys can see I have another piece of plastic glued in behind there. Had to re-glue a lot of that. Like I said, this is very brittle wood, so it's not the greatest stuff to work with. Yes, I could go back and completely remake that out of plastic, but I already had the dimensions and just kind of had to strengthen a few things here and there. So we got that figured out. Making good progress though. That was all. I got all of that from just parts to a trailer in one day, so that was pretty exciting. And it wasn't even a full day. I had some other stuff going on, so kind of had to stop working every now and then. But still have a few things to figure out. There's supposed to be an electrical box that needs to go here. I got to build that yet, and then I'm probably gonna have to paint some of this on this side, because this is where the wall goes. The whole back wall to the ride mounts right there. The wheel well is fairly large because it was meant for 3 wheels on this kit. I'm only doing the 2-wheel version. I don't know if I'll mess with filling those in or not, but once I get this mounted, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I can't reach on this side, so I might have to start painting some stuff that I know I'm not going to be able to reach soon, and then probably paint this back wall as well before I put it on there, because that's just going to be, imagine putting this piece on unpainted, and then I gotta try to get a brush in between everything to get that painted. So some of this stuff that is something that I've noticed in other projects, especially like the Thunderbolt and the tub trailer for that, and the Ferris wheel. There's stuff that has to be painted before final assembly, so you always kind of want to take time and make sure that you're not screwing yourself over with the paintbrush, and if you can't reach certain things, like already this right here is going to be pretty complicated to paint. Small surfaces, really tight surfaces, I'm going to have to use like a smaller brush to get into some of this stuff. I got to be careful because I can't just cake paint on with a big brush, because that's not going to look good. So it's going to be a little time consuming paint wise, even though it is a smaller trailer. But we'll get there. Figured I'd, since I actually had the trailer itself built, minus a few details, I'd bring you guys in for another update. I'll make some more progress. I'll probably finish building my other little details that I have to do on there, and then probably do some painting. Something else that's going to be kind of time consuming paint wise is the tubs. They're rough castings, so there's some spots that need to be knocked down, filed smooth. I've already done some work on the bottoms of these on each side of the little fake rollers underneath there. You guys can see over here and over here where I've filed to make those a flat surface, so that way those sit on there. And I did whoops. Last night I actually took some time and I racked all of these tubs in this trailer, and it's actually fairly heavy. Between the hitch and all of these, they're all metal. They're not super heavy, but they're metal. But together, it actually adds quite a bit of weight to this trailer. I was actually pretty surprised at how heavy it was. So I think I still have some bracing to do on this side, but I almost kind of have to wait till I get this on so I can attach the braces to this. So there's definitely going to be some things that I need to figure out when I need to paint and when I need to wait to paint. But I'll do my best to try to figure all that out. So for building some of this like channel stuff that you guys see there, that's like leftover parts from kits. I've got some scraps there. I've got scraps here that have been cut off of kits, Carnival kits, and just other styrene scraps. That's basically what I've been using to like build all the various supports and the runs and everything on here. So nothing too crazy. The wheels right now I just have them on rods, holding them in there. Those need to be glued in place. That was another thing I kind of had to figure out was how this thing is going to sit. I didn't want it to be, dipping too much in the front or dipping too much in the back. So I basically had to get my wheels on there. My original hitch that I built on here, I had it up too high, so it was dipping down in the front too far. So I had to go back, remove it, cut it down, fix all that stuff. But I think right now I feel like it sits pretty good. It's going to dip just slightly once we get some weight on there, but it won't be too bad, just because there is some flexibility in this whole front support area for that, where that hitch attaches. But I'm trying to make it look as close as I can to the real one, so I'm definitely limited with my support in that area. I do still have to get the landing gear put on each side of that, so like I said, just a few more details that I need to add to this before I'm going to start doing some paint work on it. But we're getting there, and it's coming along really cool. I love how this looks. It's super awesome. It'll really look a lot different once everything starts getting painted, so that'll be cool. But yeah, that's it, guys. It's a little update on the Mini Himalaya project. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care.